Gabriel. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Feeling some heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the first down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Wiggles free. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get to it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
This is a third and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical bend.
And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for
going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Oregon 13, Florida 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Makes his connection. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. We just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He lets it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick him up and put him down and make big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Scanning the field, it's Gabe. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All kinds of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Quarterback extends the play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on second down. Red pass, it's complete. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Getting some heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Offense in an empty set. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every position...
And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He finds his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Lagway. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. The Ducks will hustle to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Feeling some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Forced out of the pocket. He'll take another shot here. Fires the pass. Intercepted. taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense